I'm back another album review. Today's review is on Genexus by Fear Factory. This is the band's ninth studio album, and they're first with Mike Heller and Tony Campos as members of the band. Tony doesn't actually play bass on the album despite appearing in the music video for Dielectric, and it was Dino Cazares who played bass on the album. Tony became the bassist in 2015, and he's also the bassist for Static X and even played bass for Ministry for a few years. The album was recorded by Jeff Pacente at Surplus Studio, Omen Recording Studios, and Central Command Studios. It was self-produced while Reese Fulber was the co-producer and primary session keyboardist. Additional keyboards were provided by Giuseppe Bassi. Mixing and mastering were handled by Andy Snap at Backstage Studios. The album was released on August 7th, 2015 on Nuclear Blast Records. Like The Industrialist, this is a concept album. The concept revolves around AI, but also focus on religion, war, mortality, and climate change. The main story focuses on AI viewing humanity as a virus and is hell-bent on wiping it out. Now let's talk about the songs. The album's intro is Autonomous Combat System. This track is a spoken word intro from Sam Sheeran, and even has Lauren Tardy on piano. The song alone should get the listener excited for the rest of the album. The next track is Anodized. In some ways, I feel like this album was partially made to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Demanufacture, and the song is awesome. After that is Dielectric, which was released as a single on July 24th, 2015. This is my favorite song on the album. And I mentioned earlier that Tony Campos appears in the music video despite not performing on the album. A link to the video is in the description. That's followed by Soul Hacker, which was released as a single on June 21st, 2015. This is the only track on the album that has Dean Castronovo on drums, while editing and engineering were provided by Matt Jefferson. We follow up with Protomech, which was released as a single on July 13th, 2015. It is another track that has Lauren Tardy on piano. Next up is Genexus. Obviously, this is the title track. I think the lyrics are about AI being a revelation of humanity's future. Up next is Church of Execution. I mentioned earlier that part of the album's concept is about religion, and that's pretty much what the song is about. Right after that is Regenerate. I think the lyrics are about AI being impossible to kill, and that's going to lead to humanity's extinction. The second to last track is Battle for Utopia. I really like the title, and the lyrics seem to be about humanity's last stand against AI. The album's outro is Expiration Date. The album's story ends here, and the spoken word is provided by Sam Sheeran. Although this track wasn't released as a single, it did receive a music video, and there's a link in the description. I need to mention that the limited edition includes a couple of bonus tracks. The first of which is Mandatory Sacrifice, Genexus Remix. This remix was made by Al Jorgensen, the frontman for Ministry. That is fucking awesome. Granted, Burton C. Bell has been featured on a few Ministry songs, and both he and Al Jorgensen have worked with Static X. Now it all makes sense given the fact that Tony Campos has played bass for all three bands. The second bonus track is Enhance Reality. This track was produced and mixed by Reese Fulber. As you can see, my copy is the limited edition. When researching this album, I read that it was number 37 on the Billboard 200. The highest it charted was number 2 on the UK rock and metal albums. As to the critics, most of their reviews were positive since it has a 73 on Metacritic. Hell, the metal review gave this album a perfect score. Now for my thoughts. I think this is a great album. Like most people, I find it to be superior to The Industrialist. These guys always seem to knock it out of the park whenever they make a concept album. Each concept album they make is related to concerns regarding AI and how it could potentially destroy humanity. Another concern regarding AI is that clankers always use it to generate stuff that looks a billion times worse than the shit that I took yesterday. And I lost track of the number of clankers I blocked in the last week alone. It doesn't help that generative AI wastes a lot of resources. Overall, I highly recommend this album, especially the limited edition. Now, as part of my question you, have you listened to Genexus? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? If you have this album, which version do you have? What concerns do you have regarding AI? Now, let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another review.